This is KRQE News 13 with Dick Niffing and Diane Anderson.
Police could do something they've never done before in Albuquerque. Start nailing APS parents who aren't making sure their kids are in school.
And there are a lot of them. At just 2 elementary schools, more than 140 students have too many unexcused absences. News 13's Alex Tomlin is live in the Newsplex with how APD is using cops to get kids in class.
Diane, for years, students have been told to be in school or else. But or else now means their parents will be hauled off to court. Emerson and La Mesa elementaries are getting recognized. That's because they have way too many kids who aren't showing up for class.
Right now, the students that we're tracking are probably close to about 140 students.
Those students have all had their parents called into class for having at least 5 unexcused absences. After a student misses 10 days, police officers go to that student's home to meet with their parents. There is also a home visit for every absence after 10.
The purpose of doing that home visit at 10 is to ensure that if there's other services that are needed at the house, that we can go ahead and kind of intervene at that point. Once
students miss 15 days and 5 home visits have been made, the parents can be hit with charges.
By doing 5 consecutive home visits and offering services all that time, explaining to them the consequences, they've already been given the action plan that was provided by the school. They've already been given the habitual truancy notice that was given by the officer in the school. There should be no excuse.
A student's file is then forwarded to juvenile probation and parole. If they deem the student is a truant, officers will go ahead with charges against the parents. The good news is that some parents have gotten the hint. Officer Trujillo says some of the truant students have made it to class after officers knocked on their parents' doors. But other parents have tried to dodge their responsibilities.
Some of the parents, what they've opted to do is they've just disenrolled their children and tried to move to different schools.
In the past, that may have worked, since absences were only recorded by each school, but not anymore.
But we're following those students also.
APD officials say principals and staff at both schools have done their best to keep kids in class. APS officials say there were more than 1,200 students who missed more than 10 days during the 07-08 school year. Those are the latest numbers they have. Diane, back to you.
All right, thank you, Alex. Police encourage parents who may be struggling to get their kids to school to come talk with the school's resource officer for